Okay, I'm going to try to wrap this up. All right, so the Supreme Court nomination and the picking of the Supreme Court justice this past week was very significant. And they tried to downplay it and say that it was all about the Affordable Care Act and about the, about abortion and different things like that. However, it is about way more than that. And it has more to do with Black people than it does anybody else. Because, see, when I talked about the Dred Scott decision in my last video, it was talking about the natives, actually, who were Black. You know, we were here 3,000 years before anybody else, and we are of African origin, yes. And so, but the natives were forced off of their land and forced into slave labor. Okay, so back in 1876, there was an election. And during that time, this was after the Civil War, because that Dred Scott decision is caused the Civil War. And so that's why they're talking about a Civil War could come up right now. And so after 1876, all the Black people were forced out of every governmental position and forced into the Jim Crow era, all the way up until 1965. And then even after that, they reconstructed the prisons, and then it still made it out to be prison labor, and they renamed it and the profit for prison. And so what I'm saying is that the Supreme Court now can say that, because there's an underlying law that says that we are not citizens. I'm a citizen, but the Supreme Court, see, all of our demise is with a pen and a piece of paper and through legislation. That's why I'm telling you that the executive branch doesn't make the decisions, final decisions. It is the legislature and the judiciary branch. And see, that's why Mitch McConnell knows that, and now voting rights have been sitting on his desk since December 2019. And John Lewis put them there. That's why they're calling it the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. And so what they're going to try to do is throw out probably the Black vote. And yes, of course, that can cause a civil disturbance. And also, what's going to happen is the reason why they feel like they are emboldened to overturn the Obamacare is because President Obama is of African origin. And in the Constitution, they said they're going to stick to the Constitution. And in the Constitution, it does have a clause that says that people of African origin were not or are not entitled to the rights as citizens. And so, you have all these things, and, about the 13th Amendment, where it says that slavery is prohibited unless you committed a crime. And so whenever you go into police custody, then that's what they are doing. They are taking away your rights, and then you become a slave. And so all of these people who are going into police custody, even through this protest and different things like that, it's been going on for years. And that's why even Martin Luther King and John Lewis, none of them could really get anything done because of the past arrest. And yes, I know that they're saying good trouble, but it's past arrest. And they are like really, really clamping down on it with this imbalanced Supreme Court. So that's why all of these policies that were made by the KKK Klansmen and the neo-Nazis and everybody else need to be changed. And nothing is going to go right until it's changed. And we cannot have politicians or people going along with it because, like I said, I know that there's money to be made. And I know that all the face masks and all of this stuff is coming from out of the prisons. And both sides are really actually working together to one goal. And that is to be here, and then there's here. And, they're using, all types of celebrities and, different things like that. They want to distract with the football and the basketball and the funny shows and this and that and the dramas. But I'm telling you, it's a tragedy. And what's to come, they're going to try to starve people because there are a lot of people that are food impoverished. They don't have anywhere to live. They're going to put them in these so-called hospitals to look after them. It's a mess. And I'm not trying to come up with any conspiracy theories, but this is the truth about our Constitution and about who we are. And so I just want to tell you to be well in the midst of all of this. Keep your immune system up as best as you can. I know that it's going to be hard because many people aren't making the money. Many people are unemployed. Many people are homeless. And, also, they have the thing where you have to have your real identification because your real identification is important, and they're not talking about that. But the expiration date in order to get that, I believe, is December 2020. And after that, you need these IDs because you can't be able to get into any federal buildings or federal courts without your federal IDs. You need a driver's license or a valid identification card. You need your birth certificate. You need your passport. You need your social security card. And all of these things are going to be kind of hard to get at this time because many of these offices are closed. But you need that star on your driver's license. It's important. And so, I'm just going to go and you be blessed and call upon his name and be saved because salvation is in his name. Ayawa. Thank you.